You've got questions. He may not have a voice, but he has answers.
Oh, poor Steve Noviello, who joins us this morning. Hey there, a little under the weather, huh?
You know, it's actually, I've got the answers, but I don't have as much luck against this pollen in the air right now.
Not fun.
What can you do? We're going to start with the question that's really got me wondering and quite honestly a little sad as well. Tim Ryan, go ahead. You read for me.
I will. Dear Steve.
I wish they all started like that.
Yeah. Hey, you. I was on an Alaska Airlines flight from Love Field to LaGuardia. The flight attendant said they're discontinuing service. Steve, you know everything or claim to. Have you heard anything about this?
Well, at least my mom thinks I know everything, right? I actually had not heard anything, and this is actually a route that I take all the time. In fact, my folks take it once a month to come visit their grandson. There's not so much as a mention on the Alaska Airlines digital newsroom, so we gave them a call. Sure enough, yes, Alaska will stop service to LaGuardia in New York and to Ronald Reagan in D.C. from Love Field come October. They will concentrate and increase flights between Love Field and both Portland and San Jose. As for Alaska's slots in LaGuardia and Ronald Reagan, they will actually be leased to Southwest for 10 years. That allows Alaska to retain ownership. They will continue to serve out of DFW as well.
Okay.
All right, next up, Lauren, go ahead.
This one's awful. So I signed a contract with a builder. I paid my money into an account. They took construction draws on the account, started the work, and now disappeared. I went to ripoffreport.com and see I'm not alone. What do I do?
This breaks my heart, folks. Look, as far as the money in the account goes, it should be structured so that draws can only be taken with your approval as the work progresses. So if I were you, I would at this point remove all the cash altogether. But the biggest question here is one of research. I see this over and over and over again. People wait until after they get taken advantage of to do even basic research. A simple Google search of a company name and the word scam, or a look at ripoffreport.com or the BBB would have raised enough red flags in this case and should have kept you from going to contract in the first place. Folks, there is a lot of emotion in a big job, especially when someone is making big promises. Please take a moment and infuse some logic into the same space so you don't end up calling me for help.
And you know what? And if somebody's going to go in the construction business and they don't have the money to go out and buy materials, you shouldn't be dealing with that.
You know, and we're seeing such a backlog right now with all of the construction still happening from Harvey, especially down in Houston. There's a lot of people who have left town to go there, which doesn't leave a whole lot here. A lot of very reputable construction companies in town, but you really do have to be very careful about who you're choosing.
Yeah. But if they're reputable, they have the capital.
100%. They're not using your job to finance the next job.
Right, exactly.
Gotcha. All right, here we go, real quick.
Steve, I'd like to protest my property value. Where do I start?
Oh, today is the day, folks. The deadline has been moved to May 15th, so you must submit a protest by today, either with a postmark with today's date, or for many counties 5 p.m. online or in person. Allow extra time because it's going to be busy today. A quick checklist. Make sure your exemptions are in place, your homestead, you're over 65. Make sure all the information on your appraisal is correct. The size of your lot, the square footage, the number of rooms. That's the start, and it'll all be taken up in your hearing, but you cannot get a hearing date unless you file your protest today. You can head to the website for the appraisal district for the county in which you live. Most will let you file online or download the form right there. Here's, I'm going to send you to one. Let's make this easy. The Dallas Central Appraisal District has links to all of the other appraisal districts across North Texas. A link right now, facebook.com/SaveMeSteve. That is, of course, where you can also ask your consumer question. I do my best to get back to everybody, if not on TV, certainly online.
And when you go to protest it, just put your lawyer pants on. I tell you, I tried it.
And you succeeded.
Not when I did it on my own. No, not that
I've had
time.
several people in the newsroom say they took our advice and said, I succeeded, I did what you said, and
I hired somebody who succeeded the next
you know
go
what?
round. So you know, whatever it takes.
Takes what it takes.
All right, thank you very much,
guys.
Steve. Hope you feel better
appreciate
soon.